Hey guys, it's Katie. So today I thought that I would film a little haul for you. I have been to Sephora, placed an order online, and then I also picked up some things from Beautylish. Well, I guess I didn't pick them up physically because Beautylish is online, but I ordered them online. The first thing and the star of the show, or the star of this haul, is this right here. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I picked this up. This is the Natasha Denona Lila palette. I know it's not Lila. I'm pretty sure it's Lila palette. And this is not, the kind of palette that I would usually go for. I'm very much like a neutral eyeshadow kind of gal. But when I saw swatches of this online, or when I saw pictures of this online, I just could not resist. And I have used it a few times, and I really like the looks that I've gotten out of this palette. So I do love the packaging of it. It's kind of like this faux leather exterior, and then of course it says Natasha Denona Lila palette, and then when you open it up, it does have this clear thing, which I'm not a huge fan of, but the shadows inside, I mean, that's where it actually counts, are just amazing. I will say that the mattes are some of the most silky, velvety mattes that I've ever swatched in my entire life, and they apply and blend out so easily on the eyes. Like I said, I have used this a few times, so I am wearing it on my eyes today. I've been loving more like cool tone looks, and you can definitely get some cool tone looks out of this palette. So, but then there's also some warm colors in there, like this shade right here. It's called Cyclone. It's really pretty. Dragon Bite right here, it looks a lot like MAC's Blue Brown pigment. So this is the most intense row in my opinion, this purple row. And I've used a couple of these shades as well, and then I'll swatch the pink and the orange too. Oh my gosh, like, they're so smooth. Okay, so these are some of the shades from the palette. I mean, as you can see, and I didn't really like blend them out, I just kind of swatched them, but they're so pretty, and they're so vibrant and extremely pigmented. So I do think that if you picked this up that you wouldn't be disappointed. So far I really like it, but I think I'm going to do like a full review on this palette in a future video. And I know that I already showed this to you guys in my last video when I used it as a setting powder, but I did pick up this really recently, and so I wanted to share it with you guys here. Because this is the Urban Decay The Velvetizer. I use this not as a mixing, like it's marketed as something that you can mix in with your liquid foundations to make them more like matte and velvety and even a little bit more full coverage, but I use this as a setting powder, and I think that this is the best for blurring pores. Like, I like this for blurring pores. I like this better than my Cover FX setting powder, and I love it more than my Laura Mercier setting powder, and that's saying a lot. I think that this is a beautiful setting powder. If you have oily skin and enlarged pores, I think that you would really like this. Like, it's so finely milled that every time you open it up, like, I don't think the camera is going to pick it up, but you can see that it's like very finely milled because it's all like floating in the air. It's a beautiful translucent setting powder, and I totally love it. So I highly recommend this. For this haul, I've tried out some things, other things I haven't. So if I have tried it, then I will let you know my thoughts on it. I did pick up these eyelashes. I was wearing them in my last video, and I don't know how I feel about Huda Beauty. I might get into that in a video later, but I don't know if I'm going to be buying any more of her products in the future, but I did pick up these. These were the Camille number 16 Easy Lashes. So these are like the half lash, and these are not mink or anything like that. They're just like synthetic lashes. But I always have a problem with lashes really irritating my eyes. Like, I'm wearing just some Demi Wispies by Ardell right now, and already they're kind of they just bug me. I much prefer just having lash extensions because they're so much more comfortable to me. But I thought that I would try out the half lashes and see what I thought. And for a very full lash, they were much more comfortable than other full glam lashes that I've tried in the past. So maybe I just need to cut up all my lashes in half and then just put them on the outside, because I don't know if it's the shape of my eye or what, but I do find lashes to be very irritating. But this is what they look like, and they're very full, they're very voluminous, and they really add like a nice lift to the outside of your eye. So those are nice. I also got a few things from Octoly sent over to me. The first thing is the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation. I've been wanting to try this for a really long time and just never pulled the trigger. I don't know why. This is a extremely full coverage long wear foundation, and I got the shade 4.0. If you guys know me or you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I really love the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. That's one of my like ride or dies, and I wouldn't say that the Urban Decay Naked Skin is extremely long wearing, but I just think it looks beautiful on the skin. And so I'm interested to try this one out and see how it goes. Again, I'm in the color 4.0. It's supposed to be waterproof, long wear, matte finish, full coverage, and oil free. And so this is what the bottle looks like. The packaging is really nice too. It does have a pump on it, and you're just supposed to shake it up and then apply it to your face. I would probably suggest applying a very full coverage foundation like this with a beauty blender instead of a brush, just to kind of like tone it down maybe a little bit and avoid any cakiness. But I'm really excited to try this, and I think the shade is going to be good too. I've heard that this oxidizes a little bit, and so that's why I went with shade 4, because in the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, I'm in shade 5. So hopefully this will work out, and I'm very excited to try it. I'll probably do a review on this foundation in one of my soon upcoming videos, because those are like my favorite videos to film, are hauls and foundation reviews. So we'll test this one out in a video. This was also sent over from Octoly. And you guys know that I am trying to go more cruelty-free with my makeup products, so I might end up giving this one to my sister. But this is it came as a duo from Octoly. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big and the Cils Booster XL. So one is a primer for your lashes, and then the other one is a high volume mascara. So I've heard good things about the lash primer, and in the past I've always really loved Lancome mascaras. And so this is what the primer looks like. It does have like a very just plain typical kind of lash brush, and then with a primer, I love using mascara primers when I'm not wearing false lashes. I'll just curl my eyelashes, and then I'll put one coat of a primer on and then go in with my mascara. And for me, I really find that not only does it make a difference in like the length and the volume, but I also like that I personally feel that mascara primers kind of condition the lashes a little bit, and they also kind of protect the lashes from having like a more dry mascara formula directly onto your lashes. I don't know if that's actually the case, but I've always felt that way. I've tried the Dior lash primer in the past, and I honestly always felt like that lash primer conditioned my lashes so much that it helped them grow. And so I've heard great things about this one too. And then it also goes with this Lancome Monsieur Big. That means Mr. Big. Cue the Sex and the City music. This is the mascara packaging. It's just plain black packaging, and it says Monsieur Big on it. It is by Lancome. It is just in the shade black. Oh, that noise is so satisfying. Listen closely. So this is a much chunkier brush wand, and so I can see how you would get really great volume out of this mascara because of the way that the brush is set up. And again, Lancome usually has really great formulas for their mascaras. For me personally, I much prefer, like if I had to pick one, length or volume, I'd much rather go with volume than length, just because I love the look of like really full lashes straight from the root. So I can imagine that you would be able to get that with this mascara. I have another lash primer here. This is the Grande primer, and this is a lash boosting pre-mascara lengthener and thickener. So you don't have to choose. It's lengthening and thickening. This is supposedly made in Italy by the makers of Grande Lash MD. So I know Grande Lash actually makes like a lash enhancing serum, and then they also make like a brow enhancing serum, and I've heard really good things about them, but really I've heard amazing things about this. Like this is the one where if you look on the reviews on Sephora, everyone says my lashes grew, it conditioned my lashes so much, my lashes haven't looked this good in years. Like all kinds of crazy claims. Like the reviews on Sephora are amazing for this stuff. So I'm excited to try this out. This says it's fortified with lash plumping peptides, Grande primer. Basically the same thing. You're just supposed to, you can or cannot curl your eyelashes and then put a coat of this on and then go in with your regular mascara, and it's supposed to condition them and then also lengthen and thicken them, kind of like as a prep for your mascara. So this is super exciting. It says, apply generously to lashes in an upward motion as you would mascara. It is a white one. And then immediately apply mascara. So I would probably do one with primer and then put my mascara on that eye, and then the other side with primer and put the mascara on that side. It says that it works best with the Grande mascara. Your lashes will look thicker, longer, and more defined while all day being fortified and conditioned with this ultra nourishing undercoat. So again, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like it's so much better to have something like this directly on your eyelashes than just a mascara. So I will open it up so you can see. This one has more of a brush like the Benefit Roller Lash, kind of like one of those spiky wands. But again, the primer is white, just like the other one. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very excited to try this out. Okay, so the next thing that I got is this Becca bronzer in Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. So it is right here, and oh, it looks like a really pretty color. Here, it feels very smooth as well. And it's pretty warm. You can see it right here, but it's very light, so I feel like it would be a bronzer that I could build up on my skin tone. Like, you wouldn't have to be super careful with applying it, because it's not one of those bronzers that's so pigmented that you put too much on and then you look like an Oompa Loompa. Been there, done that. But that's what it is right there. And then I also have Bondi Beach. I've had this one for a while, but I'll swatch it next to Capri Coast so that way you can kind of compare. So first off, this one is Capri Coast, this is Bondi Beach. You can see how much more red the Bondi Beach has in it. So if you're looking for a more like realistic looking bronzer, like you actually came back from the beach, then you might want to try Bondi Beach, especially if you have a little bit of a darker skin tone than I do, because the Bondi Beach is definitely more dark than the Capri Coast. So this one right here is Bondi Beach, and then this one right here is Capri Coast. I love the finish of those bronzers too. They just leave like a nice sheen to your skin, but there's no glitter at all. This is I'm kind of like, I love primers, but it's really hard to get me away from my Hourglass Mineral Veil primer, but I'm excited to try this one. This is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer Perfecting Base, and so it is in the color Apricot Haze. I don't know if that means that they're going to come out with more tones of this or not, but it's basically just supposed to be a blurring primer, which I'm all about. So it comes in that typical packaging that Becca puts all of their primers in. And, well, I guess this one's a little bit different because I believe the illuminating one is more of a glass bottle, but this one is just in a velvety feeling plastic bottle, but it does come with a pump. A lot comes out with one pump, that's for sure. So this is what it looks like here. It definitely does give the skin like a nice blurred effect to it, and it does feel very velvety and soft. So I think it would be a good one for blurring pores or fine lines. I'm interested to see how this would do under some of my favorite foundations. So I will keep you updated on that. Maybe I'll do a video of like getting ready with some of these products. I got a new eyelash glue. This is totally boring, but I do want to say that this works so much better than the Duo. I'm like crazy impressed. This is the House of Lashes clear white adhesive, and I just got it at Sephora. It's the tiniest little bottle, and I do like that it has like a brush on applicator, so it's so small. But when you open it up, you can see that it does have the brush applicator. It's so much easier to paint it on the edge of the lash and then pop it on top of your eyelid, on top of your lashes, however you want to say it. And so I do really think that this is an amazing glue. It lasts really, really long. I never have any lifting on the edges of my lashes when I use this. And so I highly recommend this over Duo any day of the week. If you have a problem with your lashes popping off on the ends or the glue not being strong enough, this one, I promise you, will be strong enough. And I forgot to mention that the Becca blurring primer, this was sent to me from Influencer. Okay. And when I purchased some things from Beautylish, which I mentioned. One of those things is the Jouer High Pigment Lip Gloss. I heard so many good things about this, and so I was excited to try it out. I love the color. The color is in PCH, and so I will swatch it for you over here. It's just one of those like colors that you can just throw on when you're in the car, and it doesn't have to be perfected. It's just a great peachy nude color or peachy pink color, and I do like that it can go over lipsticks or it can be worn alone. I really like that shade, and I've never tried any of Jouer's lip glosses before, but I have tried their liquid lipsticks, and I love their liquid lipstick formula. So I got a couple more to add to my collection. One is in the color Frage Bonbon. I don't know. I know I'm butchering that. I apologize. And this is just a great like pinky red color. And I think that I will start to wear this more when I'm not at work, you know, like for weekends, Christmas parties, Thanksgiving, that kind of stuff. And then I also got the color Blush, which I've wanted this one for a while, and I always feel like when I place an order online, like I don't like just buying one thing. Like I don't know why. Like I always feel like, well, if I'm buying it online, then I need to buy more than a couple. I don't know, whatever. So I will show you both of these right here. So this one right here is the Bonbon color, Frage Bonbon. Don't hate me, I'm sorry. And then this one is Blush, which is, again, just like an everyday color, which that's what I like because I'm not going to wear like a red lip to work. And if you want to wear a red lip to work, like I don't care what you do, but that's just like working at an elementary school, I'm just not going to do that. It's just way too high maintenance, and I could end up looking like it by the end of the day, and I don't want to scare the children. So I probably wouldn't wear this much to work, but this one, I love colors like this because I can wear this every day, and yeah. I love the formula of the Jouer liquid lipsticks. Oh, I also picked this up from Beautylish, and this might be kind of boring to some of you, but if you struggle with gel eyeliner, I think that this brush would really help you. It's so teeny tiny. This is the Chikuhodo Edge brush, and it is for sale on Beautylish. I was shocked when I received it because I wasn't expecting it to be this tiny, but what I do like is that the actual brush is so tiny. It's very thin, and the bristles are very short, so you have so much control. So if you're trying to do a wing, or if you're trying to make your gel eyeliner more even, this is going to be your best friend. It is what I've been using on my gel eyeliner recently, and I've really been enjoying it, so I would definitely give this brush a try. And for this brand of brushes, I didn't think it was ridiculously expensive because it's just such a tiny brush, so highly recommend that. And then I also picked up a couple new gel eyeliners. One of them is the one that I'm wearing right now. It's the Inglot Gel Liner number 77, which is this one right here. This is the mattest, blackest gel eyeliner, the one that stays put, the one that never lets me down. If I have like something that I really want to look really good for a long period of time, this is the gel eyeliner that I'll go for because it just stays put and it's matte. I really don't like a black eyeliner that's not matte. Like it makes me bananas. So I got that one, and then I also got this color, which is number 96, and this is just more of like a metallic eyeliner in like a bronzy, yeah, like a bronze color. And so I'll just swatch. They're so smooth. So that's what that color looks like. It's not like extremely dark. It's not going to be ultra defining, but if you want like a little definition on the upper eyelid, I think that that would be really pretty. And as you can see from the pot, I have used it a couple times, and it is really pretty. Sounds good.
All right. Love you, honey.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was Mom. Okay, guys, so I think that that's all that I have for you today. I have been in the mood for buying some new fall clothes, so expect a video on that pretty soon, as it is finally starting to cool down here in Southern California. It was like 75 today, and I'm just like, yes, thank you. So I will do a video on some of these products really soon. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.